Shalom, Rabbi.
Shalom.
How are you?
How are you?
Okay, this has to be him. Speak loud. I can't hardly hear you.
Okay, I'm outdoors. I'm actually looking at the Western Wall and the Mount of Olives as I speak to you, so I hope you can hear me.
Wow, and so you're on tour, right?
I am with a group of 24 Christians from Naples, Florida.
Cool. Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, we're having a blast. Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
Well, I shouldn't say we're having a blast.
What, are you serving them beer?
No.
Yeah, well, great. Are they going to participate in the call here?
Yeah, I hope so. I hope to get some of the trip coordinator on. Maybe we'll get the pastor to say a couple words, ask some questions.
Super.
It's all first time.
All right, well, that's great. I am very open to this. I love the fact that you give tours to Christians and Jews alike, and probably anyone who's willing to pay the bill, right?
Well, that's part of it, but it's more about connecting people to the state of Israel. And 2,000 years of Jewish history, and we haven't had a really good relationship with the Christian world, and it's a very important thing, this new relationship that we're building. So,
well, and it is something, and I've seen it, and I mean, my audience is 99.9% Christian, and I'm so grateful to them for, listening to this Jewish guy from Chicago. It's incredible. With the insults I get from Lee, it's just, it's almost too much to overcome,
It's too much to bear.
It's too much to bear. Hey, Trump temporarily kills the Iran deal, and he sends it to Congress. But the House voted yesterday for new sanctions against Iran, 423-2. Your thoughts? Isn't that dramatic?
I want to know who the two were.
Exactly. I think one of them was Maxine Waters, and probably the other one was this gal that wears the funny hats that claims Trump was rude to somebody when he called to give his condolences for a fallen soldier.
Well, listen, it's pretty dramatic, and it's sort of like with the Iran deal. We took a hiatus from being normal, from it being intelligent, and now we're getting back to where it should have been. And the crippling sanctions should have continued until they were literally forced to their knees and giving up a nuclear program, as opposed to this deal, which allowed them to have the path to the bomb. It might have delayed it, but it was a path to the bomb.
And and looking at the Korean situation, what don't they understand about that? I mean, how did they get the bomb? This was the Bill Clinton deal. Oh yeah, we're never going to get the bomb. Oh yeah, I'm not. Okay, Monica, leave me alone. All right, they're never going to get that bomb. So there it is.
All right, exactly. And you know what? Like I've said on air before, it's like they just keep waiting. Here, this way. They just keep waiting till it's too late. I mean, that's the bottom line. It's going to keep waiting.
And all of a sudden, this is kind of unrelated, but all of a sudden, the U.S. airline security system is going to consist of interviews, psychological interviews. Where could they have gotten that from?
Right. Well, I think from Israel.
Exactly. And this is what you go through in Israel. They don't check. Right. I mean, if they suspect something, I'm sure they'll check your luggage. But generally, you got people going around with clipboards, just talking to you, just very friendly, talking, asking questions, and I guess they're looking for stuff that's can implicate you.
Exactly. So, Dave, here I am. I'm surrounded by 24 Christians.
Are you okay? Do you need help?
Here in the Holy Land.
All right.
I want next to me is one of the trip coordinators, a woman named Marilyn Ling.
Yes.
And from Naples, Florida. And why don't you say hello to her? Maybe your listeners would be interested.
Oh, great. Hey, Marilyn, can you hear me?
Okay. Here she is.
Hi, is this Marilyn?
Shalom, Dave.
Shalom. Please speak loud. You're talking all the way from Israel.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, just speak as loud as you can without screaming.
Okay.
All right. How are you enjoying Israel?
We absolutely love it. This is our fourth time for being here, and we thought this is the time we need to bring people who have not been here before. Mm-hmm. So we have brought 22 people with us that have never been, and Moshe is our tour guide, and he's amazing. So he's brought us here tonight to the Western Wall for Shabbat, because we've done that before, and I keep telling everybody how amazing it is. You know, just the sights and sounds of this night is just, you can't duplicate it. So they get to experience that tonight.
Well, you don't have to sell Moshe to me, because I've taken the tour with my Christian girlfriend, and the thing about Moshe is he's an expert on the history of Israel, both Christians and Jews and Muslims. So how's the rest of your group enjoying it?
I think all the comments I'm getting is that this is life-changing, is really what they're saying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can read about it all you want to, but, if you're not there, you're not really experiencing what Israel is all about. It is the Holy Land. When you realize you're walking in the steps of Moses, well, not Moses, because he never got in, but David and Jesus, and, watching where Jesus got baptized in the Jordan River, and these other aspects where he was buried, it's just incredible just to stand there and watch this.
It is amazing, because it really makes your Bible come to life.
Yes.
We've been hearing the stories, we've been reading it, and some of us for years. But it's really, once you sit here and you see where everything has happened, and what was really important to us for this trip is not only for our folks to get to see the sites where Jesus was and all the the prophets and all of that, but to get to meet the people of Israel, because I always tell them that you have the land, you have the people, and Israel, you can't separate the two, and wherever they live in the world, really. So
well, thank you so much for that.
To do that.
Thank you so much.
Yes.
All right.
So
this is,
I know.
Is it Pastor Ling?
People, Pastor Rob. Yes.
Pastor Rob.
Our associate pastor. Yes.
Okay. Listen.
Pastor Rob Smith.
Thank you so much, and keep enjoying the rabbi. And he is, as guys would pull me over and say, other tour guides when we were on tour, and they'd say, you got the best tour guide in Israel. And
we found that out. We found that out a few years ago when we had him on our bus with we had 3 buses. Everyone wanted to be on our bus.
Well, you ought to test. you ought to test his sense of humor, because he was voted the funniest rabbi in the New York metropolitan area before he made Aliyah to Israel.
Yes, I know. I heard that. Yes, he brings that to his tours too.
Well, that's terrific. All right, is there anyone else who wants to speak to me from there, or can I have the rabbi back?
I'm going to put you on with Pastor Rob.
Pastor Rod or Ross?
Pastor Rob Smith.
Rob. Okay, we'll call him Pastor Rob.
Yeah. Okay. Nice speaking to you.
Thank you, Pastor Ling, I think it was. Pastor Rob? Hi.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you, sir? Shalom.
Shalom to you.
Thank you. Thank you. So are you enjoying the tour with Rabbi Moche?
Oh, he's amazing. Incredible. It's the first time that I've ever come.
Yeah.
So having him has actually made the experience even better than I would have thought.
And you know what? He knows what's going on, not just historically in Israel. He's up on current events of what's happening today with Israel. I think he's... Don't mention this to him, but I think he's connected to the government somehow. I think they tell him things that are going on that we don't normally find out.
Well,
don't say anything to him though, because he could get into trouble. So,
right.
He got me an interview once with the ambassador from Israel to the United States, Ron Dermer. That was really cool. A half-hour interview. That was very interesting. That was above my pay level right there. So tell me, where you're a pastor in where?
In Naples, Florida.
Are you from there originally?
No, originally from Wisconsin.
Where in Wisconsin?
Where you are. Milwaukee area.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm from Chicago.
Okay, so you're used to the frigid cold.
Oh, yeah. as you are up in Milwaukee.
Yes.
Yeah.
Although I've gotten spoiled being in Florida. I've been there for 13 years now. So when it gets to 70, that's cold to us.
That's cold, all right.
It's our winter.
That's where you cuddle up by the fire, right?
Exactly.
So are you a golfer?
No, I'm not, which is unusual. I'm probably the only male non-golfer in Florida.
Well, you don't have to be. I didn't ask you if you're a bad golfer. I mean, I'm a bad golfer. Lee sitting here is a bad golfer, but we still enjoy doing it.
Golfer. People have tried to get me to golf.
Oh, you don't even want to do it?
I tried it once, and I got frustrated.
Yeah, I can understand
the windmill.
that. I can understand that. You got to put up with a lot of, you have to be somewhat of a masochist to play golf, I think, because there's a lot of punishment involved, and there's a lot of self-hate going on for stupid things that you do on the golf course, But,
exactly.
But I exist for that, so I don't know. So tell me what else. What's your favorite thing about Israel?
Well, it's only our third day, so there's a lot I haven't seen yet. But really enjoyed being able to go to the Garden of Gethsemane, which it's interesting because you have perceptions when you read and teach in the Bible about what things are like. I was expecting this to be like almost Central Park, New York. And when I got there and it was rather small, it just kind of threw me. I wasn't expecting that.
Now tell what the biblical what makes this a famous biblical area.
Well, the reason why that's so crucial is after Jesus had the Last Supper, it was really the last spot that he went to before he was arrested and then ultimately crucified. It's at that spot, and this is the way that I teach it. Gethsemane actually means oil press. So you press oils to make olive oil. And I was teaching this yesterday that there's different grades of olive oil, but the best would be the extra virgin olive oil because it's from the first press of the grape. So when Jesus gets to the garden, he's actually praying and communicating with the Father that, listen, I know what I need to do. I know what's about to come, but I'd rather not do this if I don't have to. Nevertheless, he said, not my will, but yours. So he submits to the will of the Father, but he's in such agony, the Bible says that he sweats drops of blood, which is a medical condition under extreme stress and anxiety. What I was teaching is just like the first press of an oil is the best or the purest, it's in that garden that Jesus sweats his first drops of blood, which would be the purest drops, which then leads us to the salvation of the cross that we end up getting. So in the garden, it's his choice. He makes that choice, and as a result of his choice, he sweats drops of blood. As a result of the crucifixion, which is brought upon him, then there are other obvious spillings of blood that take place.
And other than that, I mean, and that is really significant. I could understand that should be hallowed ground there for Christians.
Absolutely.
And there's so many other places. The Garden Tomb. Have you visited the tombs yet? The alleged
we did
ones?
That yesterday as well. So
what did you? Now I was in the Garden Tomb too. Man, that was just. It was just. I mean, it put goosebumps on you all over.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
I mean, since the fact that his body lay there, and obviously from a Christian perspective, the grand thing for us is that the tomb is empty.
Yeah.
Which, again, we look at, you look at any other religion that's out there, Mohammed, Buddha, you could have people that said great things and did great things, but they're still in the grave.
Yeah.
So with Christianity, Christ is risen, so we look at that as an opportunity for us to.
And who wouldn't pay to have witnessed what happened when Christ disappeared from the tomb? I can't believe I'm saying this on air. This is what's going on, Lee? You're having a theology, religious conversation.
I don't even know what kind of show this is. So.
Well, it is what it is. It is what comes out of my little brain, and I'm interested in religion. I'm interested in history, and you're in the you're in the belly of what is history and religion right there in Israel. So, all right. Well, listen, I got to go. I mean, I got a kind of a short show, but let's do this some other time and put the rabbi back on if you don't mind.
All right, absolutely.
Thank you.
All right, Dave.
Oh my goodness, this was great. You know what? I could use up the whole show, but I got to do commercials and breaks. I got an interview to do, but this was amazing. Amazing. Thank you so much.
Good.
All right, Rabbi.
All the listeners, have a wonderful day, Dave.
Shabbat shalom. And Lee, got something to say to the rabbi?
Rabbi, if he's having fun down there, don't use the word blast.
Okay.
Oh man,
All right. Take care.
Thanks. Be safe.